One. Hello, everyone. This is another Doubtful Reversal. I'm sure you all missed us so much last week, so here we are back at it again, and hopefully we'll get something moving today. Be good.
Ah, of the things that might get moving today, I don't know if my brain is going to be one.
Me neither. And yeah. My brain has not been moving well for like the last week and a half, so you're in good company.
I woke up and have you seen the movie Limitless?
No, I haven't. Not
Okay,
yet.
that's a really good movie. It's
Yeah.
very enjoyable
Okay.
and interesting.
Mhm.
Uh, but yes, at one point he says, I woke up and I sent a probe down into my brain, and no surge
Mhm.
of brilliance came up to meet it.
Hmm.
And that is how I feel this morning. At least when I think
That's
about
interesting.
coding, and
Mhm.
that makes no
Okay.
sense until you've seen the movie.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good. Have to watch
All
it.
right,
I think
screen
my
share.
my roommate is not a huge fan of that movie though, which is
Hmm.
why I have not seen it.
Maybe we can discuss why it's brilliant.
Mhm. Zow.
Boom.
Infinity. Moving infinity. All right. Sprite sheet stuff.
Hmm.
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 I'm so close, and yet so far. Mhm. Shrinking down these um, sprites has helped them enormously. I think they look much better small,
Good. That's fantastic.
where you can't see all of the um, mistakes I made.
Yeah, it's a handy thing.
Yes, it is. Hmm. So I'm gonna ignore the gray boxes on the current sprite sheet, get as many images in here as I can, and then you can toss this in the game and see if it works, potentially.
Oh yeah, going to have to figure out why our character's invisible still.
Yep, that is the question.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
let's go.
Try googling it. Someone's probably had that
Yeah.
problem before. To imagine.
Hmm. Do, do, do. So Timothy, did you ever order that espresso?
Yes, and actually, I roasted some a day and a half
Hmm.
ago, and we're gonna have it today with Timothy.
Fantastic.
So I am very excited about it.
I'm sipping some over ice right now. It's
Mm,
glorious.
sounds lovely. And I got a new toy.
Oh yes?
Yes, which
What did you get?
I should probably show you in all its glory. Let me turn off screen
Okay.
share. Oh, all right. Oh, here it comes. Delivery man. Thank you.
Aha!
Ta-da! Yay!
Fantastic.
Makes me happy. It's 6 cups,
Yes.
so
Okay.
it's
Awesome.
nice. A little bit bigger than yours.
Yeah, that's a good size.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, well, ours, you can make yourself like 1 cup of espresso.
Mm-hmm.
Nice
Yeah.
cup of espresso.
Yep.
Like when we upgrade, definitely going to go for a larger size.
Yeah.
That'll be
That's
best.
that's pretty nice.
Mhm.
Although my grinder I found does not grind finely enough for my taste.
Oh yeah.
Because I took it down to Matthew and Rachel's too, and their hand grinder, of course, can do much finer than my cheap electric grinder. Um, and
Mhm.
it was better espresso.
Okay. Got it.
I mean, it's still
Well,
fairly good with the
they say
coarser
with the
grind.
mocha pot, it doesn't have to be as fine as an espresso machine,
Mm-hmm.
because like most home grinders under, a couple $1,000 cannot do the actual
Yeah.
fine espresso grind.
Yep.
But
True.
but the mocha pot doesn't make actual espresso, so
Yep.
it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's still good espresso with our grinder. It's just not quite as strong.
Yeah. Well, you can also do you pack it down? Do you make the
No, not really.
espresso?
Well, it depends. I've been playing with how much coffee to use too, and a couple of times I've had enough that I had to pack it down because it filled up the hopper.
Okay. Yeah. Well, um, I've made mine quite a bit stronger by just messing around with it. And
Yeah.
I don't even do the finest grind on my grinder, but
Okay.
I fill it up and press it down so it's
Gotcha.
nice and compact.
Good
And
to
then I
know.
also use a cold rag on the bottom when it's not quite like boiling over and bubbling out.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hmm.
you just kind of
While
have to
it's
time that. But
okay. While it's on the stove.
no, no.
Oh, I see.
When it gets to
Gotcha.
a certain point, I take it off and put it on a wet washcloth,
Yeah, yeah, that
and
makes sense.
that cools it down quickly, so you get less of the like really weak water at the end that
Yeah.
dilutes it.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Pro tip.
There you go.
By the by, oh yes. So another thing, Davey and I were musing this morning about the merits of cinnamon in coffee, and wondering if you could
hmm
like do anything with cinnamon sticks in coffee.
Hmm.
Like,
Um, I would imagine you could. I've never done any sort of cinnamon in coffee actually, because
oh yeah.
um, at a tender formative age in my coffee drinking, I read a coffee book where the guy's opinion was that cinnamon doesn't go well with coffee, and
Yep.
there are better things you could put on coffee than cinnamon. And so
Okay.
I was like, oh, good, check. Never put cinnamon on coffee. So actually, I grind like nutmeg on coffee because I really
Mhm.
like it's really kind of
Yeah.
bitter and yeah
Yeah,
everything.
nutmeg is
But I,
fantastic.
I haven't ever messed with cinnamon, and I really should. Yeah, I
Okay.
sometimes put it on like a frothy latte drink kind of thing, just as
hmm
a
Yeah.
topper, but no, never on
Whoa.
coffee, and I really should play with that a little more.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
Hmm. Hmm.
Mm. Yes, we had many, um, many lovely coffee drinks at Matthew and Rachel's. It was quite nice.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Made mochas one day, which they didn't turn out quite as nicely as the mochas we did for some reason. I think it was the lighter coffee.
Yes. You need a good, robust coffee to stand up to the mocha.
Yeah, you do. But Matthew, I mean, oh, and Matthew also gave me some dry processed Ethiopian coffee, which was really
Uh-huh.
interesting.
Ooh,
It's like completely different than wet processed.
yes. I that I think probably that's one of my favorite kinds of coffee.
Yeah.
Like Ethiopian as it is it's generally
hmm
wonderful, but
Yes, it
then when
is.
you add dry processed, it's like amazing.
Yes.
Very fruity coffee, yeah.
Except it was a darker
Yeah.
fruit than most Ethiopian.
Okay.
I mean, it was like blueberry fruits, not
Mm.
not so much the bright, like citrusy fruits. Like it tastes like a lot of times to me.
Yeah, no, like berries. Yeah, that's
hmm
what like I've gotten when I did Misto Box for a little while. So you got me
Yep.
some as a present.
Yeah.
Boy, I had some Ethiopian that was just, you'd open it up and it was raspberries and, you know, very clearly just these berry fruits.
Yeah.
Amazing because it was very processed.
Yep.
And Ethiopian.
Nice. I've got some dry processed Brazilian currently too that I haven't tried yet. I'm excited about. Should be interesting. Don't quite know what to expect with it, but we will see. I love Brazilian. Brazilian though. I'm Brazilian espresso. It's nice.
Good stuff.
Yes.
I'm just floundering. I've looked up this invisible character problem before.
Nothing.
Well, there's one thread on the forums that I've done the stuff.
Yeah.
And I think. Invisible is another one. Oh! You can like post your. This person was able to post their log. That's good. Ah! Good question, Timothy. Do you remember if we were making this character, if we ended up focusing on just Don't Starve or Don't Starve Together?
I think we decided just start with normal.
Okay, that's
just
good.
to get it working.
It is Witch Doctor 16's opinion that we should try to make a character for the base game before making one for Don't Starve.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
He seems pretty authoritative.
All right, Witch Doctor. Despite the fact that you call yourself Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor 16. This game is so assy.
Advice by Witch Doctor 16.
Yes. Fantastic.
This is not helpful.
Yeah.
Blue the Raptor, a fellow named Blue the Raptor, said it was invisible, and then down here he just says, "Oh, I fixed the invisible part."
Yeah, that's not how you're supposed to do it. That's how forums work.
Not how forums work if you want to, help people in the future.
Uh-huh. We missed you too, by the way, on Matthew and Rachel's trip. There were many references to the last trip we took down there, which we had the three of you with us.
So, blast.
It was a bit of a sad thing.
Yes. Blast and such is life.
Indeed.
Oh. May have found a log file that might help me.
Ah, excellent. Logs are
I
pretty
see.
invaluable when having problems like that. If they had weight, they would be worth it in gold.
So they're really worth much, much more than their weight.
Yep, exactly.
Or diamond.
They're worth like a I don't know, a Komodo dragon's weight in gold. Or something.
There you go. Davey says diamond encrusted as well.
Diamond encrusted gold.
Hmm.
Diamond encrusted gold dipped in chocolate.
That sounds terrible.
Yes, indeed. I'm sure it is.
Hmm.
Because either you have, you know, extremely sticky jewelry or
Hmm.
a very, very chunky dessert.
Indeed.
Either way, not a
Either
good
way,
thing.
it's no, not particularly.
I still am quite amused by this invisible character.
Maybe you ought to duplicate the folder and save your invisible guy.
It'd be interesting to have a server with lots of people playing on it who are all invisible.
True.
And then turn PvP on.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay. So, done that. Now let's see if the log has some answers for me. Do. I wish this log could go like by date or something.
Yeah,
Handy.
that would be nice.
Um,
Did we really go through our first scale and vinegar already?
Yep, we did. Just used the last of it the other day. It's so useful.
For mod Winnick, collecting garbage. This log said it was collecting garbage.
Okay. Wait, what was that?
It just says collecting garbage.
Oh, garbage collecting.
Ellipsis.
Yep. That's just a thing programs do to free up memory.
Aha! This is like being a detective.
Yes it is. Orphaned.
Now I have, let's see,
Wow, lovely.
orphaned unnamed
Let me
resources.
show that to
Resource
Andrew.
must used add resource to insert itself into a manager.
So
What are you showing to me?
Davey's been getting into Indian food. He's making a
Mhm.
spice mix. I don't know if you can see that.
Ooh.
You
It
definitely
looks
can't tell what's
intriguing.
blurry. Spices and chili peppers and like a super bright orange powder that I can't remember. Tamarind.
No, not tamarind. Turmeric.
Turmeric, yes.
I mixed.
It smells fantastic.
That's awesome.
So, Indian.
Wish we had smell-o-vision.
That would be nice.
Man, get with it, Apple.
Seriously. Shouldn't be that hard, right? It's just another
I mean,
chemical.
this is 2015, and we don't have
It's true.
complex
What
technology
a-
on our-
What a sad world we live in.
I know.
2015 and we don't have smell-o-vision yet.
I mean, we can't play games and smell the sweaty orcs and stuff.
Indeed.
Oh dear. Someone with the same problem. Let's see.
You may want to.
Mod.
Mhm.
You might want to
Mute myself. Oh. Un momento.
Oh, not helpful.
Well, I think the sprite sheet is just about ready with all the essential pieces. Anyway.
Good. Sounds sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
I am have no way of knowing whether or not I'm making progress, but
That's the way it goes with programming. Pound your head until you get something working. Pretty much how it works.
You pound your head again for not figuring that out in the first place.
Yep, true. And Davey says, and then pound it again for not figuring it out in the first place. Come on. What is wrong with you? Oh,
Gee whiz.
Gonna run it again?
right.
Scripts becomes oh. Resource.
Sorry, I muted my microphone because Davey was blending things.
And then we'll
Got it.
continue this in a second.
I was about to say it's a very long period of quietude.
Yep, it was indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Aha.
Come on, you. Come on, Lynn. Oh.
Do, 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 do.
Oh. Well, he's got lots of pieces.
It's good.
So lots of pieces.
Head pieces, face pieces, hat pieces.
Foot pieces. Hand pieces. He needs a parrot piece, is what he needs.
Oh, I'm still invisible. Didn't work.
Alas.
Okay, once more.
Hmm.
Sorry.
Sad, but no.
Nice.
This doesn't seem
I might have to, like in 15 minutes maybe, so we can get downtown quickly enough. So, just FYI.
That's cool. Feel free.
What's that?
Don't want to restrict your. Oh, I said feel free. I don't want to restrict your cycling time.
Yes. Well, it's more that Timothy Rhoda is waiting for us. He texted me slightly over an hour ago and is very excited. So don't want to drive him too insane with waiting. This is, I mean, I've kept such a tight schedule over the last 2 weeks. This is really kind of our first thing, our first big thing we've done since he got back, which was 2 weeks ago. So
Cool.
we usually do things quicker than that.
Select screen.
Pretty close. Maybe a little less. Found.
Oh, come on.
So, what did those errors say? Weren't there like
They said
resource or something?
Orphaned unnamed resource. This resource must have used add in parentheses resource to insert itself into the manager.
Orphaned unnamed resource.
I am.
Interesting.
Save slot, screen, portraits. Oh.
Find something?
No, never mind. Thought I had it, but I did not.
You've got an Atlas 0 in there?
A what?
An Atlas 0? This guy says he was having problems with an invisible character, and all he had to do was rename his text and XML to Atlas-0.
Yes. Atlas hyphen 0. There.
OS.
Yes.
So that's a text file. You have an XML file in there too?
No.
No? That might be why.
I forget how to create an XML file. Do I just make a text file? Is that it? I forget.
Yeah. So you've got that winoc.xml in there, but that's in a different spot.
Yeah.
And this guy says he has a Atlas-0 XML file too.
Okay. Let me try that. Ah. I've got Invisible Mike as our
Nice.
principal character. Might be able to even come up with an ability that works for him or something
Yep.
later.
Sounds good.
So atlas-0.xml.
Yep.
Yes. I do. Okay. Watch this magically work.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. Seems suspicious that you can just duplicate and rename that.
What? No. Make sure it's in there. Okay. Chug, chug, chug. That sound of things when it's generating the world and things are popping up and making that sound, that's also Lucy's voice.
Oh, is it? Huh. Yep. That's true.
I'd be still invisible.
Alas.
Although strangely, I saw a giant burning fire right next to me for a second, and I still hear it.
Very odd.
I assume that must. I don't know what that could be.
Yeah. I feel like that XML file needs some actual coding in it.
Something in it.
Yeah, like it looks like they have a syntax for adding an atlas and a texture and all of the elements in the texture, which is going to be gritty work unless they have a tool for creating that.
Yeah, see. Oh, I'm silly. Hold on. I forgot all this time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to take this folder and compress it.
Ah.
And then that's the animation file,
Okay.
not the folder itself. For some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Because. Okay. Because who knows why.
Hmm.
Here we go. Try it again. We'll see if it's still Invisible Mike. Oh, wait. Algeron inutile. The French pirates. Do, 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 do.
Mm-hmm.
Still invisible. Fantastic.
Hmm.
Sure.
That's unfortunate.
What am I doing wrong?
Yeah, you need an actual XML file, I think. This text file is not XML.
Oh. I'm going to have to
Although,
look up how to do that.
you do have an XML file in here. Well, that looks right though. So maybe
Looks right to me.
copy that XML file into the Atlas folder and rename it to Atlas 0. Maybe that'll work.
Copy like another XML file.
Yeah, you've got in the big portraits. Yeah, you've got
Yeah.
init.xml. Copy that. Yeah, put it in there instead of that. Atlas 0.
Okay. And this actually does have stuff in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Texture file name winnick.text, so I'm gonna have to
Oh
change
yeah, you
that
might have
to
to
0.
rename
Yeah.
that. Yep. Good
Aha!
call.
No, not Illustrator.
Adobe.
Ah.
I love your custom icons though.
Oh, they're quite nice.
Yes.
I found them, and some of them have reverted, because that happens fairly often.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alas.
Atlas-0.
Yep.
Do, do, do. Feel good about this one. Right.
Here's hoping. And you have to zip it up, right?
Yes.
It's unfortunate.
Details, details.
Yes.
Let's see. Copy. Delete. Paste. That is the correct one. Okay. Apply. Rooting vines.
Iterating upon a keen sense of despair.
It's fantastic. Such a wonderful game. The style is just
Yes,
so good.
it is. They came out with a new game recently. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, Invisible Ink.
Yes.
How is
It
it?
is glorious.
That's good.
I've only played basically the tutorial section because I've been pretty busy this week, but it's brilliant. Alas,
Awesome.
seems like that should have worked.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
All right. Well, that's that. Another week of floundering hopelessly.
Yep. Very odd.
And, yeah. I don't know.
Should probably figure out what these numbers in this XML file mean. U1, U2, V1, V2.
Yeah, that would
Very
help.
interesting. Yeah. Oh, well, we made pretty good progress on the sprite sheet though. That's about ready to test if we can get it to work. So next week.
Yeah, I'll look at it a little more.
Okay.
Since my weekend has just freed up.
Yay.
So
That's good.
I can work on things some more.
Sweet. Yeah, and I can um, help you out a little more next week, maybe. See if there's anything
Yeah.
I can
I
do.
will challenge myself to try to figure it out this week.
Okay.
And if I don't, then maybe I next week
Okay. Sounds good.
give in and get out.
Yep. Cool. Sounds
Alrighty.
like a plan.
Have a nice bike
So,
thing.
thanks. Yeah. Have a good, slow weekend. I'm jealous of you. It's very
I'm
nice.
gonna go grill things in the park with some friends. So.
Nice. Oh, that sounds lovely. Yum.
Alrighty.
Cool.
Cool.
Well, say hi to Sonia and Anya for me.
Will do. Say
And,
hi to Timothy and
yep.
Davey. Hello. Hi.
Yep. Will do.
Alright.
Not over there right now. I'll let him know. So,
Okay.
see you next week.
Alrighty.